Hey, I'm Blue Morris from Vancouver Guitar Lessons, and today we're going to show you how to play Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. It's a really good song to take on if you're pretty new to fingerstyle playing, because you can keep the pattern quite consistent and you can really just use the same pattern through the whole song. Now I think Lindsey Buckingham changes it up a lot as he goes along, but he was a pretty awesome guitar player. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the chord shapes. This is capo 3. So obviously C is easy peasy, you probably know that. G/B is like so. It's best if you can use your second and pinky. A lot of my students will shy away from using their pinky finger, but the pinky is best in this case because you can see how quick and easy it is once you've got the muscle memory to do it, to get between those two chords. There's really very little movement. If you do like what a lot of students want to do, they want to avoid using their pinky and they use fingers like that, you can see how far you have to travel in order to get to that chord, as opposed to the preferable way. And really, it's not going to take you long to be able to get good at that anyway. So we got C, G/B, A minor 7. A minor 7 is just A minor without the middle guy. And then we go back to G/B again, using second and pinky. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the right hand for this song. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a pattern that we can use for the whole song, even though Lindsey Buckingham changes it up quite a lot. For that fingerstyle pattern, all you're going to end up using is your thumb and your index and your middle finger of your right hand here. Now your thumb is going to control two strings. His job is to control the 5th string and the 4th string. Your index and your middle fingers are going to control the 3rd string and the 2nd string, the G string and the B string. Okay, so I'm going to play this pattern real slow. It's going to go thumb on your root of C, 5th string, and then index, his job is his G string, the 3rd string. So, right? Now we get thumb, his other job is the D string, so he's going to move up. So we got, right? So that's thumb, index, thumb, thumb moves up. Okay? Now, our middle finger is going to do his job and he's going to play the B string. So we got, okay? Okay, now we're going to add thumb again. Thumb goes back to the root of the chord, C here. So that's, okay. Now next is index. So index on the G string, index, his job is the G string always for this pattern. And then lastly is thumb again. Best way to get good at this pattern is just to stay on one chord. You can stay on the C chord for as long as you can stand it and just keep doing it over and over until you can get it at a pretty good speed. And then for the whole verse, all the verses, all we do is we switch between these 3 chords and we just cycle through them. So it goes C, G/B, A minor 7, G/B, C, G/B, A minor 7, G/B, etc. So the first verse will sound something like, took my love and I took it down, climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, with a landslide brought me down. And then the second verse is the same. Now at the end of the first verse, you're going to find a different chord. Now a lot of the chord charts online are Pretty wrong, kind of right. Good effort. But the chorus does change, and I've looked at different live versions of this on YouTube and the studio recording, and I'm pretty sure that I've got this down right now. So this chord is a D/F sharp, and all that really means is that we have a normal D chord here, and what we do is we put this note here, F sharp, on the bottom string as the lowest pitch of the chord. So whenever you see a chord that says like D/F sharp or G/B, which is earlier in this song, all you have to do is take the chord, this is the best example because it looks exactly like a D, and put the note that's after the slash, and you just put it as the lowest pitch. Sometimes, like in G/B, it only sort of looks like a G now, but this one's nice and obvious. Okay, so when we get to the end of the section where it's kind of like she's saying, she goes, or he goes, C, G/B, A minor 7, D/F sharp. Now this chord has a note for the bottom string that's important. Because it's D/F sharp, we need to make sure that we have that F sharp in this chord. So for our right hand, we have to compensate, and we're going to do essentially the same thing, but our thumb's job is now going to be the lowest pitch so that we have this F sharp, and 2 strings up the D is probably the D string is probably a good way to do it. And your index and your middle are going to control the same strings that they always did. So you do have to change there. So when we're coming from the C, G/B, A minor 7, now you got to really change. Just that the thumb has to make sure you get that F sharp. Okay, so now we'll look at that chorus. The chorus is the chords G, just a plain old normal G this time, D/F sharp, which we just talked about, E minor, which you probably know because it's a nice and easy one, and then it goes C, G/B, A minor 7 again, and then a D/F sharp. And we're going to keep doing the same pattern here, but we have to be careful that when we have a full chord with a note on the very bottom string, that our thumb is going to play that string, because in the case of G, a simple G chord at the beginning of the chorus, we need to make sure that G is the bottom of G for G. D/F sharp, as we talked about, F sharp's got to be the bottom. So my right hand is going to compensate. The other guys, it's really only my thumb is changing. E minor. And E minor is twice, so we just do the whole pattern twice. And then we go C, G/B, A minor, D/F sharp. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. And then I think it just sort of almost repeats. It goes G, but time makes you bolder, children get older, and C getting G/B. But then it does a really cool thing. A minor 7 for 1.5 bars. That's one pattern plus the first half of the pattern, just those 3 notes. So it'll be and G/B for the other half of that measure. So I just do the full pattern of A minor 7, the first half of A minor 7, and then the first half of the pattern for G/B. So put it together, it's So that second half of the chorus then will be, but time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. And it goes to C, and then there's like a very cool guitar solo moment, but for my students, I just get them to play the same parts there. It goes back to what it does in the verse. Just cycles through those chords, C, a bunch of times. Okay, so that gives you the essence of Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. I plan to do a lot more of these videos, so please subscribe to my channel if this was helpful to you. Leave me some comments, suggestions. This is my first lesson video, so, you know, let me know what you think. You can check us out at guitarlessonsvancouver.ca and bluemars.com. Thanks for watching.